Well, we have a breaking news update on Eagles practice. We have news on Darius Slay. We have news on Brandon Graham. And we have a lot more news coming from, obviously, the open media, my opinion on it, and some of these media days. And Jalen Hurts is so locked in and ready to go. We have a lot to discuss here. So let's get straight into it.
A killer buried, but not dead.
Darren, we better turn around. Because I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Hope you're having a fantastic day today. This video is sponsored by BetUS, so definitely go check them out if you guys have not, okay? A lot to discuss here. We had some breaking news out of Eagles practice, I guess. Jalen Carter did not show up for his media availability. They're going to find out if he participated in practice. Apparently, it was some sort of an illness. So really have to take account into him because when it starts with this defense, it all starts with number 98, Jalen Carter. He is the focal point centerpiece of how the Eagles play defense, and want to make sure he's 100%. Want to make sure what's going on. So we'll see more news. This was relatively pretty recent. So we'll see what happens. Need Jalen Carr to be playing in this game at 100%. And obviously, this time of the year, we've seen Jalen Hurts, play with, a cold, or we've guys do get sick. It happens. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens with this news when it does come out. Now, we did hear from Darius Slay, and we heard the rumors. Obviously, he wants to play into his 13th year next year in 2025 season, okay? Now, from what we're hearing so far, he would really like to stay in Philadelphia for one more year. Okay. Now, his cap number for next year is what, $13 million, $13.5 million, something like that. So I'm wondering if the Eagles have any interest to bring him back. Obviously, if you are going to lose Slay after this year, whether you're going to straight up release him or you're going to try to trade him to another team that he would like to go to. If the Eagles did not want to keep him, you're pretty empty at that number 2 corner spot. As much as, I have much trust in Keely Ringo, I still think he needs another off season. And Isaiah Rodgers is a free agent after this year, and wondering if the Eagles would like to re-sign him back, not just as, if Slay is gone as the number 2, but for a depth piece. I think Isaiah Rodgers he's a legit starting corner in this league, and you could use him, down the line, maybe on a 2-year deal or something like that. So to hear Slay, say that, the 25 season next season will be his 13th season, his last year, and now really the change of everything is he really wants back in with the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's try to make something happen. Let's try to make something work. Obviously, as much as I have been a pain in the butt when it comes to Slay and some of his off-the-field nonsense on his podcast the last couple of years, he has been a very, very monumental mentor for Quinyon Mitchell and some of the young DBs, which is absolutely amazing. He is one of the most selfless guys, and a lot of veteran guys around the league. There's veteran guys around the league that aren't willing to help out the younger guys. But let me tell you, the way he has kind of got Quinyon Mitchell, under his shoulder, and really has been really supporting him, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. And to be honest, I'm really not against bringing Slay back. And obviously, going into the draft and all that stuff, you want to bring in some depth pieces at corner. You want more competition behind your 2 starting corners. So we'll see what happens with the Slay situation. There'll be a lot to talk about after this Super Bowl, but definitely keep that in mind. Now, Brandon Graham, obviously, he's looking really good to play this week. No setbacks at all. I mean, there was, even clips last week of him throwing his bad tricep arm, because he had the torn tricep, and doing these pass rush drills and doing all these great things. So it says that Brandon Graham said he remains on track to play on Sunday versus the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, is what will be his final NFL game. Graham is making a return from a torn tricep. Initially, was feared to be season ending. So this will be Brandon Graham's final game. This is big. You know what I mean? I have the Eagles winning this game. Okay, I feel very confident going into this game. BG coming back for this is probably what we always wanted. It's not going to ruin rotation, and I think everyone needs to relax on that. It's not, he's a depth rotational player. We've always known that. It's unfortunately he missed 10 weeks and had that really good game against the Rams before he got injured. But to make it final, this will be like it for BG, and we'll be retiring after this season. So hopefully you end this season on a good note, on a high note going forward. And, that's what we're hoping for, man. And lastly, the media availability and the media days, the open media nights, it was the most cringy thing I've ever watched. I hate the Super Bowl open media nights. You have all these people that are, some of it are legit, some of it is funny, and then some of it is pure cringe at times. There was a moment where they brought the Chiefs captains and the Eagles captains on the stage, and I felt like it was so one-sided. Like, Slay was, the announcer went to Slay with the microphone and was like, how are you going to beat Patrick Mahomes in that big passing attack? And everything was really about the Chiefs on that stage, and it really annoyed me. But even as the Chiefs were getting up on the stage, after the Eagles got up on the stage, and they looked like they just got up there like, I want to get this over with and win this football game, the Chiefs are dancing. They're, they're feeling themselves a little bit. I see a sense of cockiness. I see guys being conceited. I see guys just saying, oh, we're here every year. Oh, we're here again. We're just here. Of course we're here. Oh, we're not surprised that the Kansas City Chiefs are here for another Super Bowl. Things like that. And they just look entitled. And it just makes me just disgusted, man. Like, these days have got to go quicker and faster. I want this game to get here on Sunday. I will be ready. We will all be ready. And Hurts is locked in. This whole entire team is locked in. The main goal here is to win a Super Bowl this Sunday, and I think we're going to do it. I think my favorite part of this whole thing, of some of these open media nights, was there was a guy that actually asked, a guy that was literally trolling the Chiefs. Okay, he asked Travis Kelce, would you rather? I think something about Taylor Swift and. Do you love Taylor Swift or do you love 15-yard penalties or something like that? And he was just like, I'm not gonna, like, he didn't even answer the question, like, just pissed him off. And then then the same guy asked Patrick Mahomes, like, who his favorite referee is. Or something like that. That was like my favorite part of the night. Other than that, I don't want to hear about how many Krabby Patties can you eat. Like, there was some really just cringy shit going on these media nights, and I'm just glad it's over. I was watching the live stream and I was like, man, this is just, God, I can't even watch this anymore. I mean, these media nights really take it really takes away from this big game, and it creates so much stupid distraction. It's just really weird. I mean, asking about Jalen Hurts telling Jalen Hurts how handsome he is, and I just, and a guy saying his girlfriend has interest. Like what is going on, dude, with these media nights? I just, oh my God. I mean, some of it is just too much for me to just what are we doing here? Like, what are we talking about at this point? But I mean, there was a few things. And Hurts is locked and ready to go. There was a clip of Hurts, I think the first media night or whatever, where he was walking through the tunnel, or through the place, and there was something on TV that he looked up at, and it was apparently like a clip on the news saying something about the offenses, which defense, is going to capitalize on Jalen Hurts or Patrick Mahomes or something like that. And then he walked away, and he was just like, it's like, oh, all right, we'll see what happens. We're going to show you what happens. So I thought that was pretty funny, so you're always looking at these little clips of what's going on. But other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. Like, we're kind of just like, is the game here yet? You know what I mean? So let me know what you guys think about Jalen Carter. This is the big one here. Like, I mean, it's not an injury or anything like that, but he has an illness. Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully it's nothing that serious. We'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think about keeping Slay for another year. Let me know on Brandon Graham, and how do you feel about this being his last game game and obviously not returning to the Eagles, to kind of restart again. You know what I mean? After this year, and a really good career for BG, and hopefully he makes another big play and another Super Bowl would be fantastic. And how do you feel about Jalen Hurts? And how do you feel about how one-sided this week has really been? I mean, the owner for the Chiefs is like, oh, we're going to be trademarking the three-peat words. We're going to be trademarking that phrase if we beat the Eagles on Sunday. Like, they're giving away so much bulletin board material like this thing is a wrap already. The announcers have been siding with the Chiefs at this event, at this media event, which was absolutely ridiculous. The Eagles are just ready to play at this point, and we're just ready to go. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more Eagles news every single day, and make sure you like the video because it helps the channel tremendously. I am ready to go right now. Give me my helmet. I'll go and play for free. All right, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Shicks, what up? Follow slide. Peace out, guys. Peace.